Anybody else? Okay. New business. We're going to open the public hearing on the changes to the ordinance that we discussed at last meeting. Do we have to have a motion to open public hearing?
Also move.
I'll second.
Okay, so moved in second to open the public hearing. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, hearing is open. Kurt, since you're the only one here, do you have anything to say about the changes?
Did you guys answer your list of questions that you made for yourselves?
Mm-hmm.
Can you read those in the record?
As far as, well, at the last meeting we didn't have any questions. We went through the setbacks, and you all have a copy of that, right? Setbacks were changed back to 3 feet as far as the minimum rear yard setback for accessory buildings and structures on,
unless it's a garage.
right, well, unless it has automobile access directly facing an alley.
Yeah.
Okay, right, okay.
Okay.
And on both R1 and R2. Then under the urban transition, of course, we took out the wording variety of and areas for public utilities and services are available. Do you need to copy this? Did you do one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've got it.
Okay. And added development in areas near the outer boundaries of the city. And of course we changed the name of R3 from multiple family to urban transition residential district. Under the first column we struck multifamily and put 1 to 4 family dwellings. We struck cemeteries, healthcare facilities, and nursing homes, hospitals, and medical, dental, and chiropractic clinics and similar uses. Everything else was left the same. Then on the R3 setback, we went to setback area and height requirements. This is in the chart. Was 20,000 square feet for 1 to 2 family dwellings and 20,000 square feet plus 1,500 additional for each unit over 2. We struck 55 and put 100 feet for 1 to 2 family dwellings and 150 for multi-family dwellings. And once again on the accessory building and structure, we went back to the 3 feet setback, rear setback, except the garages that will have automobile access directly facing an alley. Time period then on the building permits, we went back and took a look at that. Building permit shall expire 18 months from the date of issuance by the zoning building administrator if work is started within 180 days. If work is not started within 180 days, the permit shall immediately be considered expired and invalid, and the applicant must obtain a new permit in order to proceed with the project. If a project is not completed within the 18th month allowable time frame, applicants shall be considered in violation of the zoning ordinance and subject to the enforcement and penalty provisions of Section 03-06. And that's pretty much what we changed. So,
Lot width in one
R1, I changed.
Yeah, I was going to say there was a minimum
lot width in R, that's right, missed that. Minimum lot area in R1 was changed from 8,000 to 7,500 square feet.
Yep.
Okay?
In the width.
And the width was changed from 65 to 55 to correspond with R2. Okay, is there anything else I missed, guys?
There was a question about inherited ag land. If that was going to be allowed to, see, how's that going to work? They're going to be allowed to continue to have it be ag land when it changed hands?
If it's zoned ag land, it will remain ag land.
This doesn't include the zoning changes.
Oh,
just
okay.
Just the definition of that.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
This doesn't include the changes to the map.
Do you have a question for me? As far as whether or not we received any response back from the public?
Have you?
No, we have not.
Okay. I didn't know if I needed that or you needed that
It's
for
a
the
step
council.
that you have to ask, and they have to ask as well, but we have to go through a second public hearing process for the city.
Okay, so there was no written response to any of this?
Or verbal.
Or
So the
verbal.
the council will have a public hearing on this?
If, after you close this, if you approve it, then it goes to the city through a public hearing process. And as long as a step is not waived, which the second, third readings, I believe this is one of them that could qualify to waive the second, third readings. But if they don't do that, the normal process means that it would take 3 council meetings for this to be approved into ordinance, which means it will be the second meeting in December before it would actually be passed into city code. So therefore, it would take effect roughly the 3rd, 4th week of December.
Or they can wait the second, third. Well, you've been on the council.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
you've been around here long enough. So, okay, so there was no written response or verbal response filed with the city. So, I guess what we need is a motion to accept these changes and,
You need a motion to close the public hearing.
yeah, okay.
I'll make a motion that we close the public
Thank you.
hearing.
Okay, you second. Your turn.
Okay, sure move. Chris seconded. Okay, any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, now we're going to go on the action on the changes then. As you have here. Let's hope that, we don't know, we hope this is one of the only changes we have to make. And hopefully we've got most of them. So now I'd entertain a motion to accept the changes as is and pass it on to the council for a public hearing.
I so moved.
Don, okay, now we're fighting over there again. Steve? Steve's gonna move and Don's gonna second. Okay. Chance to write this down. And are there any questions now before we go any further? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried.
November 24th would be the first opportunity the council would have. We've missed the deadline for me to be able to post it in the paper for the 10th.
Okay.
So it will be the 24th when it actually comes to the council for first consideration.
For a public hearing before?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so I think we've done our job now, right? So is there any other business to discuss? We're just flying through this.
I would just make note that when the minutes are ready, please share them with us. We will need them for our, we will need to make sure we have a copy on record by the 24th.
Okay.
So that we can show that we're doing this on behalf of the P&Z committee. We're considering it under UPF. And that it's been officially gone through the public hearing and approval process.
Okay.
Wouldn't hurt to forward a copy to each council member too.
Okay, and I did get this to you electronically so you can see the changes too.
I do
so-
have a copy of this.
Okay.